House Bill 4233 is making its way through the West Virginia Legislature. It's a bill that would prohibit marking non-binary as an option on a birth certificate instead of male or female.
And tonight, Paige Taylor is live in the studio with us to break it all down. Paige.
Gina and Dave, as it stands right now, there are only two options on a West Virginia birth certificate, male and female. But this bill would prohibit anyone in the future from being able to mark the sex on a birth certificate as non-binary. I spoke to those both for and against the bill. Take a listen.
Those would be the two choices. It would be male and female on the birth certificate.
All this bill does is send a message to non-binary West Virginians that they aren't welcome here.
House Bill 4233 would prohibit people in West Virginia from putting non-binary on a birth certificate instead of male or female. This bill was first introduced in the legislature last month by Delegate Chris Pritt.
One of the things that we've seen in other states is that Pandora's box is being opened up to allow for all sorts of designations and things to be put on birth certificates. This makes it crystal clear that here in West Virginia, if a court were to ever look at our statutes, is a state that recognizes two sexes.
The bill passed the House 93-5 with 2 people absent. Pritt says that this bill is important for demographic purposes.
I'm not aware of it if anybody's trying to do this, but what we're trying to do is think ahead a little bit and make sure that if anybody attempts to try it and a court were to look at it, they would know that the public policy and the clear statutory intent of the legislature is that only two sexes, male and female, would be available as options on the birth certificate.
Jack Jarvis with the advocacy organization Fairness West Virginia says the bill is discriminatory and says the organization is asking legislators to support another bill instead, House Bill 5622.
Now, this is a really important bill that 22 states have already adopted. Basically, it would allow people to list an X instead of just an M or an F on the most common forms of ID. We're talking driver's license, things like that.
Jarvis says there are bigger issues at hand in the legislature than House Bill 4233.
Instead of wasting our time in this very short legislative session attacking non-binary West Virginians, I wish that our legislators would tackle the real issues, the foster care crisis, the lack of affordable child care.
And we wanted to hear from you, so we put up a poll asking if you think West Virginians should be allowed a non-binary option on birth certificates. So far the vote is 29% say yes and 71% say no. And if you want to vote, you can scan the QR code right here on your screen or go to WCHSTV.com to cast your vote. House Bill 4233 was scheduled to have its second reading in the Senate today, but lawmakers weren't able to get to it. We will keep you updated on this story. Live in the studio, Paige Taylor, Eyewitness News.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's another video from Eyewitness News. Just click right here to subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit that bell notification to get the very latest.